Hello my loves. So today's video is going to be what's in my travel makeup bag. So without further ado, let's ready, set and glow. My go-to primer, now I need to get another one of this because this one's almost empty. I like to take this one with me because it is small. It is the Maybelline Superstay Makeup Primer. I like to use this one because I don't feel like it's a greasy primer. I feel like it soaks in and actually works for what it's meant to be doing. And I do think that it does extend my makeup wear time every time I use this. So that one, because it is so small and sleek, it does slide right in there, so that is a bonus. I have been reaching for the Essence Camouflage 2-in-1 makeup and concealer one. This one is a tad light for me, but by the time I apply bronzer and powder and all of that, it's perfect. So I like to take this one because I can just squeeze it on my hand, put the lid back on, throw it back in the bag. It's not going to break, it's not going to spread everywhere as long as I've got the cap on properly, and I just go about it and just apply it. It is very full coverage, it is very pigmented, so opaque, I should say. It's very opaque. But it is one of my favourite drugstore, as you can tell, cheap price. One of my very favourite drugstore foundations. I have used it several times. I am planning on doing my makeup as well, so I may just like do it as I'm going through each product. So I have applied my moisturiser already, so I'm going to go in with my primer. Have been using, I'll go through brushes as well as I'm going through them, the Morphe Mv4. It's an angled sort of one. As I said, I just applied on the back of my hand. Now don't be so alarmed when it goes on my face, because it does turn out good. And so I just, I apply this with the brush to start off. Do you see how it blends into my neck? Like, because it's got a yellow base, and I think that's why I like it so much, is it's hard for me to find a foundation light enough that actually has the yellow tone that I like. So I just use this to apply, and I try and go through as I'm going, and I just get my beauty blender. So now that that is done, just going to wipe my hand to wipe off the excess. I'm going to take my Instant Age Rewind. This is my favorite concealer to use, especially in my travel bag, because I just spin it. I just take the other end of my beauty blender. It's like a drop, and I just pat it. So for the powder, I'm going to take my Australis Fresh and Flawless in light beige. I like taking this one on my MPA 101 airbrush foundation brush for models prefer. I obviously don't use it for, foundation, but I am using it to set my eyelids. Just poke myself in the eye because I tried to look. under my eyes. Can't believe I tried to look. And again, I just get ready, blend that in, and then I just go quickly over with this one, and I just pat it into it. The next thing that I like to do is I like to bronze. So I use my Maybelline Dream Sun 150 in medium. So this one has been through the ringer. I do also take, I already have no idea what this brush is called because the thing's rubbed off. But it is like a decent fluffy brush. So I figured when I am traveling, I like to get cotton rounds, and I like to put them in, put a couple in and close it, so that way it keeps everything from shattering. So if you need a DIY, keep your stuff from smashing, that is a good way. Now I just take my bronzer, it looks so golden on camera, obviously around my temples. For my blush, I normally take a different one with me, but because it broke, I don't take it with me anymore. So I do take the MAC Breezy, and I just take an angled brush from, yeah, it's literally angled brush from Crown Brushes, and I just tap it in there. And I just bring it all the way back. And it gives a nice, it doesn't look that harsh on in person, but I'm going to go into what I do on my eyes first. So there's two eyeshadow palettes I like to take with me. And the first one is my custom made Australis eyeshadow, you know, palette. If I am feeling like I want to do a contour, I will go in with this one, or if I want to bronze a little bit more, or even, you know, contour a bit more, I will just take the bronzing brush that I used, and I will just sculpt out the face a bit more. This one isn't as warm as the other one, so it does give me a variety where I can use a different colour blush, a light contour for like my nose, and a darker contour for my cheeks. It also gives me a range of colours as well to work with. I don't really like these two here, so I want to go and get some more colours, but I do like using this one for my transition shade. So I will talk about the eyeshadow brushes I have as well. So I do have this one here. It's from Crown Brushes as well. It's a pointed crease brush, and I will just take that one just there. If I am doing just an everyday look, I will just take this one in my crease and just swoosh it back and forth. But most of the time I'll end up doing a kind of peachy look anyway, so I don't mind sort of having this in the transition shade in the crease as I go anyway. So that is why I like to take this one with me, because I do get you know, contour, sort of a bronzy kind of shade, a blush for, you know, the extra blush. And sometimes if I don't want to take numerous amounts of things, even though they fit, if I don't want to take numerous amounts of things, I do just take this one with me, because I've got my eyeshadows and I've got, you know, the larger pans. So I do take that one, and then I normally take the Peach 2 palette from BYS. They only brought this out recently. Not recently, like a couple of months ago now. But it has been a very go-to kind of palette. It's got a range of shades in it, and I will just take normally this pink just here, because it is more of a muted pink and it's not so, you know, intense. You can tell the pigmentation's there. If I want like a subtle eye, I'll just go in with this one first and then one of the shimmer shades. So I like to have a range of them in there. This one does not have a name on it whatsoever, but it is just another fluffy brush. And I will take the darker middle one, and all I do is just fluff that right in the crease, just to give a bit of more definition. I'm going to take this goldy shimmery colour, and I normally just take this one on my finger because it's easier. I literally just put that straight on the center of the eye. I mean, there's so many looks you can do, but this is by far one of my favorites. And then I normally just go back in with that darker shade, and because of the brush it gets right under the lash line, and I just smoke out that lash line. I hate things near my eyes, so and that is literally my eyeshadow done in a nutshell. Just 3 shadows and I'm done. So I next sometimes will go in with an eyeliner, sometimes I won't. It all depends on the look I'm doing, obviously. So I do, this is my travel one, or like a normal one, but I do throw this one in my travel bag because it is small. It's the Essence Super Last Eyeliner Deep Black. I hate when you're just about to do a line of eyeliner and then you like hard blink. One of my hairs on my face. Does anyone else hate that? I mean, it's a good liner today, but this one in my travel bag, and it is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-hour deep lash extension mascara with lengthening fibers. It's going to be easier to use this one. I don't really ever curl my lashes unless I'm going to put on falsies. I do thoroughly like the Essence mascaras. I find them to be not dry, but dry enough where they're not going to smear all over your face. Now, one of the last things I like to have in my travel bag is my Australis makeup finishing spritz. I pretty much drench myself in this stuff. For my lips, normally, you know, I'll get a baby wipe. And I'll just wipe off the excess, and I go in with the NYX Lingerie in Ruffle Trim. This is one of my favourite lipsticks to apply and use and take with me, because it's just a single one. It's a great shade, so I don't have to go, oh, will it match what eyeshadow I'm doing? You know, I've worn this one when I've had green and blue looks, and I've worn it when I've had orange and reds and purples, and it doesn't matter. It's a nice colour. It's a very neutral sort of muted pink where it kind of kicks ass. So the next brush I have is my Morphe Mv4 brush, and I like to take Master Chrome. This is the Molten Gold one. I do want to get obviously the other ones that they have, because I think they would work a tiny bit better for me. But I don't mind it. It's a beautiful highlight. It really is. And my last product is my NYX Professional Brow. I just take this and I just quickly fill in my brows. I'm not worried if they look bad or anything. It's just a quick fill in. What's in my, you know, travel bag. But here it is. So I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video.